What's good, YouTube? Vakasa Kavi here. So, we got a request from Dean on this one. Brian Justin Crum on America's Got Talent doing Creep. I'm very excited to check this out. This song is a really difficult one to cover vocally, so it's always impressive when someone tries to tackle it. We did PMJ's version of this as well on the channel, so check that out. I did a full lyric breakdown in that one. Probably not gonna cover all the lyrics in this. We'll go over the ones that I like the most, but who knows, I might just say fuck it and do it anyhow. You guys know how I am. So we'll see. I might break all of these down because this is just a very beautiful song, but I'm mostly here to see what he did with it as a cover because this is one of my favorite songs, and I'm glad Dean brought it up because I always like seeing a good cover of this one. Like I said, it's very hard to tackle, so it's impressive when somebody pulls it off. The comments that I've seen popping up as they go through, as they cycle through the first comment, all of them have said that this is like the best one they've heard, and some of them said it's better than the originals. So the comments on this are going crazy, giving him props for doing this. So we'll see what we get. Dean, thank you for your request. I appreciate you. If you're new here, subscribe for me. We talk about mental health, addiction, world issues, everything in between. Break down all the lyrics, instrumentation, stage performance, whole 9 yards on here. You guys know the gist. Now, this song, there is a backstory thing down here that of one of Tom York's interviews, and I do want to read it because it sounded cool when I read the first paragraph, and I wanted to save the rest for you guys. So, according to Tom York, Creep tells the tale of an inebriated man who tries to get the attention of a woman. Here we go. Hold on, pull this back up. Of a woman to whom he is attracted by following her around. In the end, he lacks the self-confidence to face her and feels he subconsciously is her. That is fucking madness, bro. That is some fucking madness right there. How did he come up with that concept? Here, he explains it a bit here in this interview quote. When asked about it, he said, I have a real problem being a man in the 90s. Any man with any sensitivity or conscience towards the opposite sex would have a problem. To actually assert yourself in a masculine way without looking like you're in a hard rock band is a very difficult thing to do. Comes back to the music we write, which is not effeminate, but it's not brutal in its arrogance. It is one of the things I'm always trying to assert a sexual persona, and on the other hand, trying desperately to negate it. Wow, that's fucking deep. That's a conflict of character inside of art if I've ever heard of it. It's understandable, the climate back then especially. Johnny Greenwood said it was a happy song about recognizing what you are. So there's different takes on it as well, right? But yeah, it's been covered by many people. There's a whole list of people that have covered it there as well. So I just wanted to read that because I thought that it was interesting when I started reading it. I was like, holy crap, that is wild. So we're going to check this out for you guys. I appreciate you tuning in. Thank you for your request, Dean. We're going to get into it for you. If you have a mental health or addiction problem, please go get yourself some professional help. Gain a better life for yourself. Take the steps to stop doing the things that are damaging you and really go out there, show the world what you can offer, help other people that have also gone through it. That's why I get on here with you guys every day and talk to you guys about these topics, is because I can relate to them very easily from the experience, and I feel like that's very much so capable of helping other people, as we've seen on the channel. So that's why we do what we do on here. We're gonna get into it. Vakasa Kabi. A reaction video today keeps the doctor away. Fuck those apples. We got Brian Justin Crum, Creep.
It would mean the world to get through the next round. They can't take every single act.
There's a lot of singers in this competition. That's really, really frightening.
There's only 6
Simon.
spots left, and we're kind of battling each other out right now.
It was generally a good night.
Yeah, it's a great night of talent.
Okay, guys, last act coming right up.
We meet again.
It's good to be back.
Just remind me, where are you from again?
I live in Los Angeles.
And how old are you?
I'm 28.
Who are you here with tonight?
I have my mom here.
When you dream of being a singer, where do you see yourself?
Well, I want people to feel things when I sing, and that's the goal.
I'm Brian Justin Crum. I'm 28. I'm a singer, and I drive.
First thing he said, I already like him. He said, I just want people to feel things. I fucking agree. That's my take on it, too. I told you guys that before.
For a car service. Growing up, I was just so happy. I loved to sing. I would dance down the hallways. But, you know, I had a lot of hard times at school.
That won't scare me away.
I was overweight. And I definitely knew from the time I was 6 or 7 that I was gay. That brought a lot of bullying my way.
In elementary school,
Yeah,
they would whisper
that'll
behind his
happen.
back that he was gay. More middle school, high school, it was he'd walk by and someone would just call him a faggot. That was really hard for him, for that to happen. I used to fall on my knees and pray for him. That's what it was like.
You've built your wall so high that no one could climb it.
I thought, you know, maybe these kids are right about me. Maybe I am just like worthless. But my mom believed in me and gave me the confidence to be who I am. First audition went so well, and I got a standing ovation. It felt so amazing.
You got 4 huge yeses. Congratulations.
Thank you. America's Got Talent can change your life. And it just lit a fire in me to open myself up some more. I'm gonna take all the pain and everything that I went through and focus all of that into this performance. Correct.
Yeah, that's a very common story right there. Bullying in the younger years, feeling inadequate, and then you find yourself as the one that's being looked at, but not for the wrong reasons anymore. Yeah, that's what happens. It's like the cycle of things whenever people are really mean to you and shit like that, when you're trying to follow your dreams and stuff. They usually end up coming true if you keep going, just because it's the balance out of them having to see all the negative words not work and everything like that. It just balances itself back out universally. This is his moment, so to speak, right? This is that moment where he's like, all you people that said no to me and called me a faggot and said all this mean stuff to me and didn't think that I was worth anything. Now getting standing ovations with a louder voice than the one that you ever thought I had, essentially. That's the message behind a story like his, and I love that one. It's one of my favorite stories. I hate that people have to go through that in life, as somebody who had to deal with that in my younger years as well, being sort of like outcasted and stuff like that and struggling with ADHD and shit like that in school. It was just a wild time. It was a wild time in my younger years and shit. So I understand exactly what he's gone through, and I get it fully. It be like that, man. It makes you strong, you get thick skin, and then you get brave and you do stuff like this, right? That's where you end up.
Good luck.
When you were here before, you in the eye. You look like an angel. Your skin makes me cry. You float like a feather.
So somber.
In a beautiful world. You're so very special. I wish I was special. But I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo. What the hell am I doing here? I don't belong here. Oh.
Sheesh. So this is the shortened version, obviously. For America's Got Talent, we're not going to get the full song. He's going to jump into the octave jump section here after the first verse and chorus. Skip the second verse, probably. Yeah, probably skip the second verse. He's going over to the bridge now, which is fine. No worries there. His voice is very somber. It's very gentle but sad. And there is a lot of feeling there. It's just like sucks you in. That's why I didn't pause it all throughout that. It just sucks you in, the energy of his voice. You can hear life experience inside of singing a lot of the time. And this is a perfect example of that. I mean, how could you not feel deeply while singing these words as well? This is one of the wildest concepts for a song that's ever been used. Tom York himself said how crazy the concept was. When you were here before, can I look you in the eye? You're just like an angel. Your skin makes me cry. Like, that is brutal. It's brutally beautiful. Like, the admiration in it, right? You float like a feather in a beautiful world. I wish I was special. You're so special. Saying, like, it's a song about inadequacy. Obviously, he said not having the self-confidence to actually try to talk to somebody or approach somebody, right? Even though he's been kind of like trying to figure out how he wants to go about it, he just hasn't been able to. That's the ultimate thing. And being inebriated on top of it, probably, that would kind of fucking throw the brain for even further of a loop whenever you're already struggling and feeling nervous. Now you feel like you might really fuck something up because your thoughts are just all over the place. And that's essentially the story of the song. Sometimes you don't get to find out. That's really what the song's about. But he's like, it has this weird tie-in, obviously, as Tom said in his description that we read at the beginning. Damn. I think that's the best I've ever heard that note hit. Besides Tom, obviously. There's a couple times he hit it insanely and held it up for like fucking 30 seconds because Tom's like that. But this, as a cover version, though, I think that's the best I've ever heard that note done, for real. That was really, hold on. I'll pull it way back, man. We gotta bring that fucking back, right? So, let's cover the second verse real quick before I forget to. I don't care if it hurts. See, this, this is the part where, what did Tom say? What did Tom say down here? He said, okay, in the end, he lacks the self-confidence to face her and feels he subconsciously is her. That's the wildest shit I've ever heard in my life. So that's what the second verse is. So it's, I don't care if it hurts. I want to have control. I want a perfect body. I want a perfect soul. He says, I want you to notice when I'm not around because you're so fucking special. I wish I was special. Tom was on some different thought whenever he wrote this song. I don't know what happened to him in his personal life before this song got written, but that's rough, bud. That's rough. I don't know if this shit actually happened to you. He says it's about a person that was going through that, but a lot of the time when they say that, they're just talking about themselves. I mean, let's be completely honest. They just don't always have to say it. It's not a requirement. Nobody ever has to say it. Right? Chalk it up to storytelling and store that in the memory booth, right? That's songwriting half the time, really. A lot of random situations in life will inspire a song, and then it's like, it's not like it's something that you're genuinely fucking deeply attached to. It's just that you had to let it out because it's what was going on in your fucking field of vision and your experience at the time. And I think that might be what this song was, to be honest, for Tom. Hey, weirder shit has happened in life, though it is a wild concept. We gotta get back to this note right here. Like I said, that's one of the, probably definitely the best in a cover version I've ever heard that note done. There's layers to it. There's like 3 different layers to what he's hitting, and it's really neat sounding. I like his technique and the way that he hit it. There's, like I said, there's different like layers and notes inside of it if you listen really close. It's very cool. Simon's in awe. Shh.
But I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo. What the hell am I doing here?
Damn.
I don't belong here. I don't belong here.
Sheesh. Yeah, when even the judges are absolutely like Medusa stare mode, right? They're like frozen, you know? Yeah. He made me stop having thoughts. That's why I haven't said anything. Fuck, man. That was special. I don't know, just a feeling like you told me that. Told me that was gonna happen. That is so pure. Just that everything about the moment that just happened. Like, from the high note down to the fucking, the descension into the quiet ending, and then the silence and the shock. Then just eruption, like, fuck. My brain. I love that you guys recommend stuff like this. This is so pure. Like, perfect song selection to represent the moment for him as well, with the story he told. Like, his mom told about his childhood and everything. Whew. Before we listen to the end of this, so I want to listen to the end as well, what the judges have to say and everything like that as well. I always like hearing them and their opinions. They have such nice words to say when it comes to stuff like this. The end of this song, man. This is, like I said, this has been one of my favorite songs for my whole entire life since, like, childhood. The ending lyrics of this song have always sat with me throughout life. Whatever makes you happy, whatever you want. Yeah, that's like the go be happy thing, basically. You know? If you love something, let it go. If it comes back to you, it's yours, so on and so forth, right? Whatever makes you happy, whatever you want. You're so fucking special. He says, but I'm a creep, I'm a weirdo, what the hell am I doing here? He says, I don't belong here. In reality, he probably should have just approached it. She's running out the door. Not literally running out the door. He's saying the door was open for him to approach, and he didn't. So, now she's out the door, but he's still inside, right? That's the metaphor. Man, oh man. This song is like one of those ones that'll really... it's heavy. Because I think everybody's had a situation like this in their life where they didn't approach somebody out of the lack of confidence. And adding the inebriation on top of it makes it even more relatable because, yeah, that's a big struggle in life for many people. Social anxiety on top of addictions and shit like that. So, yeah. This is one of those songs, man. Let's see what these judges have to say.
Oh my God.
Absolutely, man.
Simon.
When you go on a show like this and you've got 2 or 3 minutes, you've got to find your own lane. Because if you can turn a song into a performance, people remember you. And I think you just demonstrated that. Every time we've seen you, you've put on a performance, which for me is exciting. But it's actually quite breathtaking.
You took your time and told us a story, and then you exploded in the middle. And to go from that big to then that small at the end of the song is genius in my eyes.
She said the same thing I said. Great minds. Salute.
You love you, you're great. You do give me the chills because you sing with so much passion
And I do. I feel it with you. I think you're one of the best singers we have on the show this season.
He deserves that for sure.
You know, you said that you want people to feel, but to choose a song and to sing it and to make people feel, and I think we all feel like we're creep and we're weirdos and we're different, and I suffer from mental health issues and we always feel alone, and then we find out we're not, and we all belong here, and it makes the world. And that was a wonderfully moving rendition. Perfect. That's all.
I always love Howie's words because he has had like a very publicly open kind of struggle with OCD and stuff like that. Doesn't like being touched and shit like that. It's real weird about that kind of stuff, and always has been in his career. For those of you that didn't know that about Howie understands that shit fully, and he always really appreciates hearing of people that come from that struggle of mental health or bullying and depression and stuff, and then they end up on that stage in front of him. He's like the best at fucking relating to that stuff with those people specifically that have gone through that. He always makes it a point to bring it up and give them their kudos for not giving up and for being brave and everything. I appreciate that about Howie. I've always loved that about him.
Thank you.
Wow.
That was amazing.
For sure.
I don't know if anybody else was as moved as me, but I love that song.
Oh, I love that
like
song.
a weirdo.
Yeah.
I mean, that felt like he was singing to me.
Yeah, right.
You're right. The stakes are high.
I have more than 6 worthy of.
I have more than 6 looking at my
Let
list.
this play out. The judge cuts. The judge cuts. Your song. Oh, he did your song too, huh? That was during auditions, it says. Nice. That's cool. That's cool that he did that as well. I like that. Very cool that he did that as well. This right here is one of the best fucking performances of this song that I think I have ever seen. Really, ever. I thoroughly enjoyed this one a whole lot. Very, very well done, like the judges said. The judges' opinions are the same thing that I have to say about it, to be honest. I feel the same exact way that all of them feel. Verbatim, quite literally. They took the words out of my mouth themselves. So kudos to all the judges. We had Simon, Howie, we had Heidi. Was that George Lopez up there too? I think there was 5 of them up there. But yeah, we had the judges up there. They had the same thoughts on this that I did for sure. Very fantastic cover. Dean, I appreciate you requesting this one. I really, really enjoyed this fucking song a lot. A whole lot. So, thank you guys for tuning in. Dean, thank you. Once again, original video will be in the description. As always, subscribe to all the artists we have on the channel. I know Brian does have his own channel that he puts music on, so maybe we'll have to check some more of him out. I really like his voice. He's very powerful and passionate, so we'll have to go to his channel and see what's up on there and everything like that. I'll have to check into that. I love the storytelling. I love the way he approached this. Fantastically done. So please go get help if you need it for mental health and addiction. Go live your best life. Kick ass. Help other people to know that they can do the same thing as well. I love you guys. Thanks for supporting my recovery journey. I'm Vakasa Kavi. A reaction video a day keeps the doctor away. Fuck those apples. Leave a like for me. Comment those suggestions. Subscribe up this way. Bang the notification bell for me. I'll see you guys in the next one. I love you so much. Thank you for everything. Have a blessed night. Peace.